And start.
I have an idea for the recap. We could do like a Sonic X type of thing.
Oh dear Lord, no. Anyway, yeah, I think it's online now. I think we're good. I think it's on.
Well, hello, and welcome back to another fine evening of Dungeons and Dragons and maybe Dinosaurs with our
Still
fine
not
group.
sure about that. But then again, I've milked this joke enough. Do you think I've done enough, or should I keep going?
Please.
Personally, keep going. It keeps me on track with pushing for dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
I still need to see these dinosaurs. Seeing is believing.
Seeing is believing. I think I
Don't
think it's actually
believe it.
I think it's actually Kat's turn for the recap according to the schedule.
Okay,
Oh, well, in
Oh,
that
it's
case,
gonna be
Ken,
detailed
if you feel
analysis.
free.
sure. Okay, so let's see here. I did not prepare something in writing because I forgot it was my turn, but I have all my notes, so I think I should be okay. All right, so first off, we began with Megda looking at an upside down star, an 8-pointed star, and knowing absolutely nothing about it, and so ignored it and walked away. Um, let's see here. We went down to what level was this? The 4th level. And what we saw was a room with arcane runes. It was kind of glowy. It had a golden what, plate, disc. How would we describe it at the top there?
Glowy orb.
Orb
Disc, I think was the word
disc.
I used.
At the top there was also a weird human wizard figure that looked like the statues that were at the start of this upside down tower. And it talked and then ran away. Let's see here. Megda detected evil and good to figure out if that wizard was evil and did not detect anything, but did detect undead in the room behind them. So while Bucephalus and Sitlali were kind of reading the book in the dining room, um, uh, it was Megda and Herg and Spike went into the bedroom to see what was going on there, and then the Herg threw a shoe in the other room. Did you throw a shoe
Did I?
I can't remember if you threw.
I
don't
throw a
believe you
lot of
did.
shoes. I throw a lot of shoes a lot of times. It's very difficult to decide
But
when I threw shoes and when I didn't throw shoes. All of my characters throw shoes, apparently.
she throws shoes.
That's
Yeah.
my thing. I throw shoes. We just need to make a shoeless character, and then I will be completely devoid of all reason.
You'll find something to
Make-
Just
throw.
make a centaur, you'll be fine.
Oh no! How will I climb ladders though?
Be a monk, run up the wall.
She would throw a horseshoe then.
I need spiked horseshoes.
So we ran into a specter, I believe is what the official term was, who was not friendly and lunged at Herg,
Who screamed like a baby.
who screamed like a baby and went into his terrified rage. Terror
Rage is best
here.
rage.
We did pretty good at hitting him for a bit, and then he ended up hitting Herg and doing some not so good damage on him, and cause a decrease in hit points, I believe. And then Spike hit it a couple of times as well, and it ended up vanishing. Let's see here. It was a human ghost, so it wasn't really a banshee. Let's see here. Herg found an invisible chest. We found some books, a brass. I gave a brass key to Herg, who was able to open the chest, and that's why we were able to find books. Also, a ring that had a heartbeat. And it looked like the ring had blood and a cardiovascular system in it. And when you held it, it kind of matched your heartbeat. We also found an unidentified tome. And then we figured that was about everything. We couldn't go down any further. So we ended up going back out and finding Sanar. And let's see here. And then Boo Boo decided that Sanar should come with them. And so now Sanar is Boo Boo's companion.
My life as a pet mummy.
You have a
Alright.
pet mummy.
And now she's also dressed in Herg's hat, a sweater and pants and shoes from Spike, and the running sort of excuse for her appearance will be that she is a burn victim.
Yes.
And
Also, the ring is seems okay, good. It's like a regeneration-y ring that is how do we describe it? The ring of caffeine,
It's a caffeine ring.
ring of Red Bull, whatever it is.
I stayed up, well, sorry, Herg stayed up all night doing jumping jacks and push-ups and was not able to sleep at all, period, because of it. So much so that Bucephalus was probably angry that he was surpassed.
and that's pretty much where we left off.
You're gonna have a lot of catching up to do if you're gonna surpass me.
Too late, he did it all in one night because the ring wouldn't let him sleep.
That's a whole lot of years worth of work.
5 years, one night.
Thank you guys for
It was
continuing the shenanigans without us. I appreciate that. That is beautiful.
Oh, shenanigans indeed. Holy crap.
That is the most shenanigans I think I have heard in a long time, but I love it.
Yeah, I wish you guys had been here.
Sorry, I really wasn't
No.
feeling all that great.
Trust me, you are more than fine. There is never any obligation ever, okay? But yeah, no, we had a lot of fun, and it is now the next morning. Bright and early, the sun's peeking up, peeking, I can't say over the horizon because you guys are in the middle of a dark and dank forest. But you can see the light just filtering down through the branches.
I mean, there's a light in the spire.
A little bit, yeah. Not much. Especially with the newly risen sun, it seems to have dwindled a little. But, Herg, you're feeling more normal. Like that obscene energy boost from attuning to the ring from the night before seems to have faded, and you feel like you're just fine now. Like you actually slept.
So Herg slows down on what is probably his 500th lap around the lovely circle of moons as the sun is not so much peaking but trying to stretch through the horizon of dank and dank trees. He's like, oh,
Yes.
oh wow. Oh, that feels a lot better. I am good. I am good now. Who wants breakfast?
Dang, big man, you trying to shed a few?
No,
Holy moly.
it just wouldn't let me stop all night, and I don't even feel tired. I feel fine, but actually I feel more fine now than I did then because it wouldn't let me stop then, and now I feel like really fine. Like I slept all night fine, but I didn't sleep at all.
Hmm.
Not
Dang
1
it.
minute actually, not at all. But I don't feel like I have to run anymore. That's good, right? I think. Yes.
Yeah, we might want to eat breakfast. I can only imagine the calories you burned.
I'll make the breakfast, and her goes into a frenzy of breakfast making.
Also, I don't see any shadows.
Same.
There's supposed to be shadows.
Yeah, I disabled that.
Okay. Because I was like, all of a sudden I can see into those two like other little rooms there, and I was like,
Oh,
am I
yeah,
supposed to be able to see anything?
I forgot about that.
I
Okay,
guess
cool.
since it's daytime, it makes sense.
Primarily because we have someone here who doesn't have a token on the board, and I wanted to make sure that they could actually see what was going on.
True, true.
I
Excellent.
can't see what's happening.
Alright then.
What is that random number 10 at the top?
Oh, you can ignore that.
It's never good when the DM says you can ignore that.
See it now.
It's
It's an address.
Lonelywood.
It's an address. This is 10 Ludleywood Circle.
Is that the only one you can see, or can you see all the others?
Oh, there's only one.
Only the one.
I can only see the 10.
Yeah, just the one.
Interesting. Okay.
There's
Well, yeah, if there's a 10, there has to be a 1 through 9, right?
No,
you're
this is
absolutely
10.
correct.
This is truth. This is truth.
And yes, there is a 1 through 9.
Anyway, Herg starts hurriedly making breakfast. Not like as fast as he was last night, but definitely faster than he normally makes breakfast.
And quite the breakfast it is. Especially with the little tidbit of energy left over from it. You can feel the energy in the breakfast this morning. And it's invigorating. Like, you have a full day of adventure ahead, hopefully getting back to, as I draw a blank on the name, oh my god, Dragon Spear Keep, and taking another ticket back towards Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unless trolls, but who cares?
Well, as soon as
I won't do bolts of fire again, okay?
You can do Mazel Tov cocktails.
I could do that, but that would be for like last minute resorts like I did last time.
I think I could dodge the fire this time. I think it would be fine. We'll all be good. As soon as Herc finishes making breakfast, he's like running around, breaking down tents, like while everybody else finishes breakfast. He's like packing stuff up.
Herc, are you okay? You just seem like just super hype.
I mean, I'm less than last night, but kinda, yeah. I don't feel like I have to keep running, but I definitely feel like I can do things faster than normal, and it
You
feels
are
really good. I have
really talking fast.
I know. I will try to slow down, but I don't know if I can. I will try. I think I'm good.
Okay. Okay.
Ferg is also humming happily as he does these things.
Are you humming whistle while you work?
No.
Okay.
That's
He's-
copyrighted.
He's humming.
Oh my goodness.
It is quite the eclectic collection we have here.
Oh, yes, but that makes it fun.
I don't know what eclectic means, but I assume it is good.
Sometimes.
Awesome.
And you just see Sonar kind of standing there and just fiddling with the silver longbow.
So, we gonna get back to Dragon's Spear so that the person can take this ring off my finger, probably?
Yes, we should definitely get everything back to Miss Sindra.
Yeah, I would suggest so.
Because if it makes me feel this good, it's gotta at least help her a little bit. Or them a little bit. I forget if we established.
If she's not a pile of dust by the time we get back.
Well, then we should jog.
You know what? I agree. Herc, I bet you I can beat you there.
Guys, if you jog, okay.
I didn't say race. I said jog. If we don't stay together as a group, then trolls could eat people. That would be a bad idea. Racing in an evil forest is a bad idea. Jogging through an evil forest to get out of it quicker, though, is a good idea.
It's okay.
Oh, By the way,
Mhm.
Miss Mummy
I get,
person,
I
this
get
is
it.
an evil forest now. Don't know if you knew that, but it is now. Don't know what it was when you were here, but it's evil now.
I mean, you talked all that, but you don't want to accept the challenge. I get it.
I don't particularly feel that putting the rest of our group in danger is a very good challenge. If you want a foot race when we're somewhere safe, I'd be more than happy to oblige you.
Oh, all right then. Well,
I'm not sure Miss Sonar is necessarily keen on jogging through the woods here. I mean, she has been resting for quite some time. Not sure how ready she is to run all the way through a forest.
oh, none of that, ma'am. I could beat her and put sauna on my back.
Why does everything have to be a challenge?
Have you met me?
Yeah? Uh-oh. There are dice.
You see Sonar starting to stumble around, walking like they had. And then you see him try and pick up the pace a little, and then you hear a crack as their right knee kind of gives out and they just tumble forward into the ground.
Oh,
And then
Lord.
just kind of, hold on, give me a second.
Oh, ma'am, I got you. Here, get on my back.
And Sonar picks themselves back up. You hear another crack as they reset the knee. And I do not believe I will be moving quickly anytime soon. My apologies.
Oh, you're fine. Here. And I just put it on, I'd kind of piggyback her.
And it's weird. Like, there's not much weight to Sonar, them being mostly a husk and bandages. But
And a
it's
lovely outfit.
the loveliest outfit, of course. But there is still a little bit of a presence in just the way that they kind of squish into you with what's left. It's a little skeezy, and then the smell. Like when you can stand a couple feet away, it's not so bad. But now that you have that like musty, preserved body smell, it's you know it's going to be a few washes before you can get it out of your clothes.
We might want to give her some incense.
Hey, y'all, I had an idea. If the Ring of Regeneration gave Herg such vitality, what would it do for Sonar here?
Well, it seems to go with somebody's heartbeat. Does Sonar have a heartbeat?
You don't feel one.
I don't think that Herg can quite get it off of his hand at the moment.
That is also correct.
Okay. I'll just go with it as is.
Well, if she gets heavy, you could always trade with me and we can take her in shifts. Are the rest of you okay to run it?
Sure, I'm game.
All right. So I assume breakfast is done, and we begin packing up and heading out and seeing if we can be rid of the Trollbark Forest. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna see if we can get everybody over to the big map.
The sun rose in
Done.
the east, right?
Yes. No. Sunrise is in the east.
And the east is towards the dragon place that we came from, right?
Yes.
So
West is to the
theoretically,
left.
right. So theoretically, if we go towards where the sun rose, we'll be going in the correct direction.
Yeah. Which I mean, especially now that you have made it to here, whatever magic it was that was kind of holding the location hidden seems to have dissipated, and you can guess your directions quite well.
Awesome. Berg would like to go first because he's so good at spotting threats that he's about to step on.
Okay.
Also, if need be, I can do another guiding hand.
Since technically Herg didn't do The rest, does that mean that Herg can't do the rage again?
I
No,
don't
you got
know.
everything back as if you had rested.
Okay, cool.
I'm not
Oh, so
that
just
mean.
per day.
What?
So
Yeah,
you're saying just takes a day to recharge?
so
Yeah,
usually
but
usually
it's a
I take
magic ring.
viewpoint. Go ahead.
I said, yeah, but it's a magic ring. That's why I've got my rage back.
Also, primarily,
Okay, so
I'm not
believable enough.
that demonic of a DM. If I was gonna kill you, I'd kill you.
Death!
Like I might do to some people on Friday. We'll find out.
I mean, you used to. I mean, you used to really want to kill us a lot.
No, we just kept doing stupid things that got us killed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anywho, Erg's jogging in place, ready to set out.
All right. So, my fine folks, as we are setting out, and I'm assuming none of you are on the big map. Yes.
No.
It's
80%.
saying 80%.
Stuck at 80%.
Okay.
It's cool. We'll be fine. It'll all be good.
Yeah.
It'll get there eventually. I percept as I go.
Please, anybody that wishes to roll perception, please feel free.
I can't even see
Alright.
anything.
Yes, second.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Look at that!
So I can't see anything.
Yes, you can't see anything because the map's not loaded yet. Go ahead and roll.
All right, babe. You see all.
Yeah.
Perception.
That is correct. Perception. The only person who can see anything is Sitlani and Megda.
Oh no, you can all see the forest. Some of you can see the forest through the trees, though.
Oh yeah, that wasn't obvious.
No, as you folks are marching on, the first hour actually goes pretty uneventful. Not hearing much in the way of life this deep into the troll bark. Just the wind howling through the trees and the tromp of booted and shoed feet through the forest floor. Um,
Are we still jogging?
That was actually the question I was about to ask, and
Per-
it's why I was trying to get you folks over to this big map, but no.
Herg,
Fudge doesn't want to agree with me.
unless nobody else wants to jog, Herg is wanting to jog.
I was gonna say if I'm jogging, I'm singing marching Jodies loudly.
So,
That would be a bad
slow,
idea in this
normal,
forest.
or fast paced then.
I was thinking.
Herg's voting fast.
Left,
Oh.
left to right, left.
Please stop sounding the troll mating call, Boo Boo. It's a bad idea.
Well, don't worry. Just tell Sitlolly not to shoot stuff, and we'll be all right.
Will you shut up?
So,
Please.
did we vote on a pace, my dear party?
Herg votes fast.
I guess we're going fast.
I suppose fast.
All right, fast it is. And as you folks are driving at a pretty decent clip through the Trollbark Forest, now you know it'll only take you a couple of hours to get from where you were to the edge of the forest. By a couple, I mean like 3 and change. And it's primarily because of that Sitlali, you spot it first with Magda a beat behind. Maybe 100 or so feet south of your position. As you folks are running along, you do spot a really big slug. You heard it first, like a squishing noise, as it just slowly oozed its way along. And you turn and look, and you see it, and then a split second later, you all hear Herg slip and fall as Herg, you did not notice the trail of slime until your foot was in it, and then your foot was not in it because it was kicked out in front of you.
Yeah, I go down in a pile of slime and I blink slowly at the canopy. I'm going to need a bath.
Magda comes over and goes, "Oh, are you all right? Do you need a hand?"
Yes, please watch your feet.
So she helps her get up.
And Herg smells just foul. It's a very acrid, almost acidic smell.
I attempt to wipe it off with leaves.
And you get some of the thicker pieces of slime off, but it almost feels like you're just rubbing it in almost, and it seems to like really saturate your clothes, and it just it smells.
Well, I'm
Oh
gonna
my goodness.
jump in the first lake that we find. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, maybe since I smell like a giant snail, no predators will come near us. That's a good thought, right? Let's go. Or
Okay.
You alright though? No bum ankles or anything? You good?
I think so. I didn't hear a mysterious voice in my head tell me to take damage, so I think I'm okay. Plus, if I'm not, this ring will fix it. I feel it in my heart. Anywho.
Alright. Well, we good to... Y'all see anything funny around
Think
here?
that
Or...
ring's gonna stay on you forever?
Hopefully it only stays on me until we get back to the other person who looks like a burn victim anyway.
Magda's gonna try to run not sort of downwind of her.
Yeah, I kind of want to just stay to the side, away from them.
I leave a trail of stench in my wake as I start running.
Yeah, pretty much. And when the wind shifts just right, it catches one of your teammates, and you can tell that they get hit by just a whiff of acridness, just by the crinkling of their noses.
And is there any ground around where we could kind of change our lane for a cleaner running? Like,
Aren't we in a forest?
well, in terms of the ground, I'm saying because I would smoother terrain.
I think we were okay, except for the whole
Yeah, I rolled
slime pocket.
I rolled a 4. That's why I'm covered in snail slime.
I know that, but I'm asking Caleb that I can check to see if there is a cleaner lane that we can go.
Define cleaner, like no snail slime.
Slime, smoother grass, rocks, stuff like that.
Overall, slime, it was perpendicular to where you folks were traveling, or at least in the direction. So that was a bit of a one and done. As far as a general path, it's you guys are already following kind of the best one that you see.
Okay.
On the way out. No, that's an automatic traveling thing. Unless we have a map up where you're running around with tokens, it is assumed that no, you're going to avoid taking the difficult route, climbing over a deadfall when you just walk 3 feet around it.
Okay.
And this stupid map doesn't want to come up, so screw it. We're just gonna see if we can get this one working. All right, yeah, Foundry guys. It always wants to load the maps.
It always gets the job done, and we are definitely not being sarcastic about that. Not in any way, shape, or form. You
Not at
better
all.
not
Totally.
about it or expect us at your door.
Okay.
Oh, all right then.
What?
I don't know.
No, don't answer that.
I don't know. I don't
Okay, so
know.
what's the plan next?
Herg keeps running.
All right. But yeah, you guys, after about 3.5 hours, and no sign of trolls or anything around you, you do kind of break free of the edge of the Trollbark Forest. It's now about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, very early afternoon. So you guys still have a bit of day ahead of you if you wish to keep traveling.
Yeah, we
Yes,
should.
please.
Yeah, we gotta
Yep.
keep moving. We don't. Hopefully, that lady. We don't know how much time that lady's got.
She did say to come back as fast as expediently possible. All right, we keep running.
Well, I assume we
We
take,
just
like a
keep
10,
running
15-minute break
endlessly
just to
until we die.
Oh yeah, we
like
should take a
drink
short.
and.
You should take a short rest so that we don't incur a point of exhaustion. You are correct.
Mm-hmm.
We take a lunch break. Herg away from everybody else while it happens to not inflict them with his stench.
That is most kind, even if I cannot sit. All right, but you guys stop for half hour or so, nibble on some lunch, and pick yourselves up and take off once more. Uh, same traveling pace, or
Hmm.
what's up? Because you guys have about uh, from the edge of the forest to Dragon Spear Castle, where you guys had teleported into. Um, it'll be a little under 2 days at a fast pace. If you guys were to
Say,
take a
when we do eventually find the dinosaurs, can I have one as my pet?
We'll find that out later.
Dragon Ball Z.
at more of a normal pace, it'll be a little over 2 days, and if you guys go at a slow pace, it'll be about 3 days.
I think we should do it at a faster pace as she kind of urged.
Yep.
Yeah, the quickness.
And now since we know where we're going and where we're going back to, it'll be easier for us to navigate, hopefully. So yeah, fast pace.
Yeah.
I vote fast pace.
All right. So fast pace with where you guys are at now. Actually, you will get to. Well, that's not bad. Okay. All right. So taking off out of the Trollbark Forest now. Once you kind of clear the edge of it, you can feel just a palpable presence in the air just kind of lift a little bit. Like the ever present aura that is persistent throughout the forest doesn't have as much of a grasp on the area surrounding it. And you start to see birds overhead. You do start to hear just general sounds of nature again and wildlife. And especially as you continue on and you get a couple of hours away from it, it feels kind of nice being away from there. There's not a weight kind of hanging over you now. But
Is
after
it nice to run through?
Man, feels so nice getting out of Deadsville.
The sun feels nice, I'm sure.
immensely, it's nice. It's a bright, clear day. It's very crisp and cool. Um, for the month of that I totally always have memorized, Alteriac. There we go.
Alteriac.
I'm a horrible DM. I can never remember anything.
February.
February.
Pokemon?
It's like the
Yeah, it does kind of sound like
18th?
Pokemon.
That's because it's the actual name of a Pokemon called Altaria.
Hey, y'all. Next time they ask us to do a job in that forest, can we just tell them to shove it?
Depends on how much they're paying.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta have some kind of standard.
My standard is if it won't immediately kill me and they're paying me enough, I will probably do it.
Dang. All right. Herg
Hey.
is the easy one.
I mean,
Gold is nice.
even if I didn't want to do it, Spike would probably want to do whatever it is, especially if there was an opportunity to punch something. So I might as well just go along with it, because he'll be going anyway. Yeah,
Oh, the gold.
Sitlani's easier than I am.
Yes.
So we run until dark.
Well, it's up to you folks. You could very sun's starting to get pretty low in the sky. It's probably a good time to set up camp. If you folks wanted to, you could push on another hour or so. You might risk
Push
some
on
exhaustion.
another hour.
No, I don't want to risk exhaustion.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe we should.
I really want to see the dinosaurs.
We might want to let Kayla finish her sentence first.
If you guys wish to, you could push on for another hour, which would get you a few more miles, and it would make it that you could get to Dragonspear Castle by the end of the next day, even. Otherwise, it would probably be very early the next morning, the morning after, I should say, just based on the distances given.
Has there been any indication that there's any dangers in the area just before it got dark?
Make a survival check.
Oh, I'm actually semi good at those. Not good enough.
You jinxed it.
Got
Of
double
course.
proficiency. And yet it's still only a +3.
You weren't really seeing anything, at least as far as the wildlife that you can now see and hear around you is going. They seem like they're going about their normal activities and routines. So you're pretty sure, decently confident that there's no sense of danger or like nasty predators that would cause them to disrupt their normal animal lives. So
Before on our way here, it kind of got a little necromancy in the evenings.
Yeah, but that was closer to the forest.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Why don't we keep going for a little bit, and if it starts feeling like it's getting necromancy, then we bunker down.
It's fine with me if that's okay with everyone else.
Yeah, I'd say it seems reasonable.
All right. I light a torch.
all right. So we shall continue on. So for this hour, if I could get everybody to make a Constitution saving throw, pretty please. It's a low DC because it is only the first hour. You folks could just keep going if you wished, and keep making DC saving throws every hour.
Hey, Faerun popped up for me.
Yeah, for me too. Holy crap! Not 20's
Holy
coming
crap!
out the fucking woodwork.
I think we're okay, Herb.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me and
yeah.
Sitlani are fine. We're doing cartwheels as we run.
God damn.
I think
all of
everybody's
you, in
okay.
fact.
Hey, Spike, do a Constitution saving throw.
Just watch.
He's
He'll
gonna
be
be
the
crawling.
only one with a natural one.
He's
Oh
gonna
God,
be
why would you
crawling.
do that? Why would you do that to my child?
I'm a DM.
Supposed to roll Constitution.
Saving throw. Constitution saving throw.
All right.
So you go to where Constitution is and you click on the +4 that's on the right-hand side of it, because that's the saving throw one.
I don't exactly see it.
On your character sheet.
Exactly. I'm looking at that.
All right,
If
so
you just click Constitution on the left, you'll be fine.
Jason, come here a minute and I'll show you where it is. Here's your character sheet. Here's Constitution. And here's the saving throw.
that. I'm so dumb.
No, you're not. You're just looking at your screen in the dark. You should turn on the light.
I've done that. Now I wear glasses.
Yeah. Good thing I've always been blind. Yeah, he good.
Jeez, yeah, you guys are more than fine.
And as we run, you hear the song, "We have
We have
fighting
the energy. We're
dreamers."
just so happy to get out of there.
Oh,
Right?
for some reason, I really don't care.
Recharged by the light of the sun.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much. Like there's some photosynthesis going on here for all of you.
Solar energy for the win.
No one got below an
Photosynthesis.
18. That is gorgeous. I love it.
We run all through the night.
But yeah, you guys are feeling amazing. Like you're charged that breakfast. I don't know. There's that energy from breakfast definitely is keeping you going.
Something with that ring.
The ring helped me cook. It whispered instructions in my ear to give you a more protein-filled meal.
It's like Ratatouille. It
Good.
controlled the
Now
breakfast.
add the eggs and fold them with the bacon.
But you guys plow on for another hour. Did we wish to camp now, or should we continue on?
Well, we're gonna need some kind of sleep.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. At this point, for those of you who are actually on this page, you guys have made it like there.
Jesus Christ, we made it really far.
Yeah.
Fuck it,
And
let's go.
It's primarily because of going that extra hour.
Maybe 30-minute break to eat more food, and then keep going.
Let's go for the whole night. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I'm
Miss-
fit as a
Miss
fiddle,
Sonar.
and I'm a half elf, so I can run all day.
Miss Honor, I want to make sure that you're comfortable. I mean, you've been kind of on Boo Boo's back for quite some time here.
I do not feel it. I am undead.
I mean, they were like in a tomb for hundreds of years. This is probably actually nicer.
It's a little bouncy, but it will suffice. And
Let's go.
I also have no need of sleep, so if you wish to continue, it will not affect me whatsoever.
Let's do it.
Both my cats just galloped over me.
That's your answer
Smooth.
right there. The cats have declared it. We keep going.
They just ran through the entire room and just ran over top of me and just kept going.
They're demanding we continue the montage.
Sounds like what my
Let's
cat
run.
would
I need to start playing Eye of the Tiger in the background or something.
Dun, dun, dun,
Um,
dun.
All right, so if you guys really wanted to, we could take a short rest and then continue on, or are we just continuing on after a smaller break?
I feel like we can do a short rest and then continue on. That way we don't incur exhaustion and we get a chance to eat and drink something.
Yeah.
Because we might not need to go to sleep just yet, but we certainly need food and water.
Yeah, I would agree. Well, and you figure we can eat. Worst case scenario, we can just get a decent sleep when we get back.
Yeah, after we get money, we can buy a room at an inn and pass out for like 12 hours.
All right, in that case, while you guys are taking a little bit of a break with a short rest, if I could get perception checks from everybody.
And then the wild boars came.
I swear to God, if all of you also roll over 18 on these,
No worries. Here's Herg
Hold
with
up,
the low
what are we
perception roll.
rolling?
Perception.
What are we rolling?
Perception.
That's the first time I had a good perception roll in a while.
gorgeous, gorgeous. All of you, in fact. As the short rest is coming to a close, you guys are starting to pick yourselves back up again. There's just a very faint roar coming from the direction that you came from, so behind you.
I squint look that way.
And you can't see further than the light of the small fire you guys have going.
Did it sound
Same here.
close or far?
It sounded like it might have been a mile or two off. Maybe a little further with how sound can carry across wide distances, but within a couple of miles.
Silani, did that sound like the troll that we heard before? Was that a different kind of roar?
I don't know. I don't think we should stay here though.
I agree with that. Can I roll survival to see if I can figure out what kind of creature made that, or would that be nature?
I'd say that'd be a bit more nature in this particular case.
Now, was that a similar? I think what I heard before was a howl, not a roar, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And Herg, it was very guttural. Sounded a little angry. Definitely trollish.
Okay, yeah, that's a troll. Let's go. Everybody pack it up.
Yeah, we are out of here. We are not dealing with this. Even though I'd rather go murder a troll.
Yeah, no. We should run now. Running is a good idea. Let's go.
Let's
Right.
get up and out of here. Up, over, and gone.
I leave the fire running so it'll be attracted to the fire.
Yeah, we should definitely run. We only get one life after all.
Of course
Well,
we do. What
I
do you
beg to
think
differ.
it is?
Oh
Yeah.
well, fair point. Fair point, man. That was a. I'll explain later.
You don't have to explain. I already know what you're trying to refer to, you jerk.
And we're running.
And we're running. Constitution saving throws again, guys. Pretty please.
And here's where the not
Right.
runs will come, I am sure.
Then I'm gonna roll like a 1. Okay, I guess it's not
Me
bad.
and Meg are okay.
And Spike.
And Spike, but Bucephalus and Herg, no.
Bucephalus has
Ye-
a person on their back, so.
And it's
It
starting
was
to show.
at this moment that they knew they fricked up.
Yes, I was thinking that exact line. As you guys are tearing along, just now with that roar behind you, kind of spurring you on, you're moving even quicker, and you're able to make it quite a few miles as you're pounding through the night, and it's like a switch was flipped, Herg. Like last night and most of this morning, you were feeling great energy. You could run, you just nonstop. You had to because you couldn't sit still. This entire day, you felt really good. You felt normal, a little more like energetic than usual, but it was feeling good. And then it was just like all of your energy disappeared at once, and you just stop and flop.
Oh, I got punched in the stomach, figuratively speaking. Ow, ow. I don't like this.
And Bucephalus.
Yeah, brother, come on.
Oh.
Like you've been going for a while now with a mummy on your back, which I mean doesn't add that much weight. It's only about 100 pounds, maybe. But 100 pounds
I'm
over
weightless, so
over like 10 hours now, it's starting to take its toll. Even for an elf that doesn't need much sleep and one as in shape as you are, it's whew, like
feel the burn. Okay.
so. Both of you have one level of exhaustion now.
I have added it to my character sheet under the exhaustion section.
Where do I go for this?
So if you go into your character sheet.
Yep.
If I can actually remember correctly, because
It's
I
right next to death save. Well, right underneath death
Oh,
saves in
yep.
attributes.
Alright.
You just
I
click it
gotcha.
and you type whatever level you are and hit enter.
Copy. Alright. Got it.
the more you know. I don't actually ever have to actually deal with that stuff because I don't play in my own foundry. I only DM.
So we get disadvantage on ability checks, but at least our speed isn't halved yet.
Right? Yeah. And as you guys are tearing along, um, you hear another roar call out, a tiny bit closer this time.
Is it the same roar or is it a different roar?
It felt like at least the same thing making the roar. And it sounded a little bit closer than it was the first time.
That's not good.
Hey, y'all think maybe we should set up a trap or some kind of deterrent just in case it's running behind us? Might want to slow down, whatever it is.
Hmm.
Sure. What?
How
Anything to live.
how far are we from the castle? Can we see the castle yet?
In the night like this, sadly no.
Okay.
How far are we from the castle,
Oh,
though?
I've got a thing actually. Herg would like to take out his hunting trap because he has one of those actually.
Why?
Because we're setting a trap, duh. So
Okay.
But
Her-
also, we're in the middle of a field. How
Right.
likely is it that they're going to be coming right where your trap is?
well, very likely if we set bait. Anyway, Herg would like to set up his hunting trap and put it in such a way so that it's covered a little bit, like by some of the dry grasses and such. And he would then like to take off his I don't want to be naked. Does anybody have any clothes they could lend me for a minute that you won't mind not ever getting back and I'll pay you back for later?
Yeah, I've got this outfit here.
Great. I take it and I stuff it with dried grasses and stuff and kind of make it look like a person sleeping. I put it in my sleeping roll and then I make a small fire in front of it. And I put the person just in front of the fire out of spark range of it so it doesn't catch on fire. And the hunting trap is just behind it, hidden where its back would be. Okay, let's run.
All right. So, Herg, please make a dexterity. You know what? No, make a. We're gonna say a wisdom sleight of hand check.
Okie dokie. How do...
And
just...
so it's you'll have to just roll a d20. If you are proficient in sleight of hand, add your proficiency bonus, and then add your wisdom modifier.
What if I am proficient in traps?
Which, yes, no, that you're getting it set up perfectly fine. It's mostly this is to set
Hide
the
it.
DC for whatever is coming up behind you folks.
So I'm rolling 1d20 plus...
If you are proficient in sleight of hand, a proficiency bonus, but it does not look like it, so
No.
-1 because that is your wisdom modifier.
-1.
And then if I could get everybody else to also make a perception check for me.
Right.
Well, I couldn't do that twice.
Nope.
Oof.
Nope.
Come on.
Almost make me want to be cruel, but I shall not be.
Perception. My perception's on fire today.
You're able to spot it first, Bucephalus. Few hundred feet back, you see a silhouette outline against the nighttime sky as it's cresting a hill, and it looks big. And you see it stop, and then it makes some movements, like it's looking around or smelling or something, you're not quite sure what, and then the silhouette disappears as it starts moving again. And during all this time, you're hurriedly getting it set up. You get the fire lit, you get the thing laid down, you get the trap open, and you're starting to walk away. And you look back and you realize that, you put some grasses across it, but they very neatly laid like in between the teeth of the hunting trap, and you can see the teeth poking up through it. But
Maybe it doesn't know what
otherwise,
a trap is. People don't go that forest often. It won't know what a trap is, right, guys? Right? It'll be fine.
I told y'all We should have ran that thing down and killed it. This is
would've
what
been a
happens
bad
when we let
idea.
it live.
Well, now we've got an unkillable mummy to help us, right? Sonar, Sunny boy, Sunny girl.
Unless I am torn in half by whatever it is that is chasing you.
We can sew you back together again, right? That works.
I mean, potentially.
Erg, you are an idiot.
Yeah.
I think Sonar should just kind of maybe stay in the back. You have that bow, right?
What?
Didn't she have a bow?
Yep.
I mean, yes. And it's at that point, Spike, you say that, and then you take a step, and you accidentally just drop into a small hole that looked like a bit of a divot with very tall grasses growing up out of it, so it was hard to distinguish from the rest of
It's the same divot we fell
ground.
into last time.
Mhm.
You get the distinct impression that it is, in fact.
This is all really sus.
I go to help pull him out of the divot.
It only takes you a few seconds to get him pulled out, but that's a few seconds that you start hearing loud, thumping footsteps.
All right, everybody remember it hates fire. Throw fire at it. Solani, you're up.
Sure, let's throw
Yeah, what-
fire at it.
Well, excuse me.
I ready my halberd.
Hey, why
May
don't
We
we?
throw fire at it, we strike.
We
may
could
I
just keep
cast
trying to
a
outrun
spell
it.
before?
And be more tired by
gets
the
here?
time it actually catches up with us? Nah. You're the one who wanted to fight it anyway, boo boo.
I wanted to kill it the first time when we were fresh.
We
We
weren't
had-
fresh. We were almost all dead.
We barely got it. I didn't get touched.
Not like the rest of us.
Magda, you most certainly could.
Okay. Let me
I'd-
take a look
I'd
here
like-
real quickly and see if I can see here.
I just want to run, but that's okay.
Okay. I was thinking of doing this anyway because of our running there. I would like to use Bless, which allows 3 creatures to roll a d4 to add to their attack or saving roll.
Do you?
So I would like to use that.
I think that only lasts for a minute. You might want to hold that until we're into combat.
Oh. Okay, then I'll wait.
Bless you.
Blessings you.
I was going to say, was that a pun, Billy? Because we want to cast Bless?
It is.
No, I did not consider that. By the way, what does Action Surge do?
It allows you to take a second action in combat, a second full action.
Oh, every turn?
No.
No, once per day, or once per
Ah.
short rest.
Oh, okay. I was like, that'd be
I got cunning action.
Which is good.
Cunning action is fantastic, which, by the way, I don't know if it has it in your character sheet and stuff. There are one more things that you can do in addition to the normal cunning action, which is
Yeah,
dash,
disengage, hide.
You can also, I think it's like steady aim. It came out with Tasha's. If you do not move on your turn,
Mhm.
you may take an action, a bonus action to give yourself advantage on your first attack of your turn.
Oh,
Your speed is then also set to 0 for that turn.
okay.
But by giving yourself advantage like that, you do activate your sneak attack, so you don't need allies near your target or anything like that.
All right.
That would have been useful to know when I was trying to snipe the troll the first time.
She only just got it.
Yeah, I just got it. Yeah.
All right, but as you guys are hearing the thumping draw closer, you get Herg up out of it. You start readying yourselves. So we're going to take a small break.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hey, mechanically speaking, just out of curiosity, what is Sonar's stats?
You don't know she's a mummy.
Can she fight?
You don't know. She's a mummy.
You don't know she's a mummy.
She's just your friend.
She
That
could
follows
be trying
you.
to kill us for all we know.
She's got a nice bow. Maybe she can use it. We'll find that out shortly, I'm sure.
I will say
We'll
this:
find out who wants to use
Might break her
our-
arm trying to even pull it.
bows are a
Possible.
dexterity weapon. Her dexterity is an 8.
Oh, that's so
She
funny.
might want to just give it to somebody who has better dexterity.
We
then.
need to give Sonar some like mummy oil or something of the nature. Anywho, while we
Mummy
are on
oil.
break and everybody else is doing bathroom stuff, I would just like to once again give a shout out to Momo. Momo needs your help. Momo, the asthmatic kitty. Um, they still need a whole bunch of fundraising. They're still only 95 of their $400 goal raised, and they need to be able to breathe. Breathing is good. Um, and he really needs a surgery to remove either polyps or a tumor in his sinus cavity. So he really needs your help so that he can get that removed so that he can be happy and healthy and breathe better. Breathing is important. Yes, thank you.
Save Momo. Do it.
Please save
Your
Momo.
life depends on it, even if you don't believe that.
I don't ask for money on my channel for
Well as
me.
Momo.
I do not ask money on my channel for me, but I do ask it for Momo, the asthmatic kitty who needs your help and love and understanding. Please save Momo. Thank you. And good night.
Better save Momo right now.
Except not actually good night because we're just on break and we'll be right back.
You do not save Momo. I will find you.
No, we don't make threats on the internet, baby. Thank you.
I'm joking.
Okay.
Did it sound real though?
Yes. Also, we are going to be having a new player here pretty soon once our characters meet up with them. Maybe this session, maybe next session. We don't know yet, but it's going to be played by our good friend Felix, who is Sives on the Friday night stream. If any of you out there recall, our dear wizard is going to be doing something different this time. So we cannot wait to find them at some point, and or they find us. Whatever happens, happens. Do, 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 do,
Be
do.
right back, okay? I was
Okay.
listening. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. I thought you were already gone for the break.
No, I've been listening.
Okay. And now it is time for me to eat tiny jawbreakers while I wait for the rest of the party.
Can I have one?
Of course you can, baby. Come get the jawbreaker. Uh-oh. That's disturbing.
I'll take a little handful right here.
Okay, well don't lose them. I don't want the dog eating any. The dog's inside, right? Okay, good. Teeny tiny.
Whoa!
I can already feel my jaw decaying.
Oh, I came back and my map's having a seizure.
Of course you can have a gummy, Patrick. Come get a gummy. There aren't that many left of the gummies, but I have saved them all for you.
This is green one.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Wait, I want the tiny green one.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny green one is it's running away.
It is running away. After you finish eating those two, please brush your hair. I don't know what you've been doing since your bath, but it's gone crazy. Use the soft brush, okay?
Yes, this might be pretty okay now. We have a few more people now, so maybe we can actually beat a troll.
I mean,
Told us
currently we have the same amount of people plus a
Yeah.
mummy
Wow.
with
When we
8
fought the
dexterity.
troll, when we fought the troll the first time, Felix wasn't here.
Felix still isn't here.
Oh, never mind.
Felix's character isn't here yet. Felix is
Oh.
just hanging out until their character can get introduced, which may not even be this session. It all depends on where we end up.
I'm dancing somewhere in the world.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Then yeah, same people plus a mummy.
Yes. But we are level 2.
Yeah, we're all a bit less squishy, so I mean that'll help.
We're squishy.
I'm still the same amount of squishy. I just have more hit points, so he can maybe not take me out till the second hit. Oh, Felix, by the way, I'm cooking up that thing we talked about for Friday.
Huh?
You remember, you sent me a picture. You said that we should probably include that. Well, that's what's going on there on Friday. So I expect
What
you to
did
be
you
ready.
do, Felix?
Nothing.
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 Okay.
So yeah, be prepared. Start thinking about what it would be like, because that'll be happening.
Yeah, no, it's a surprise for me too, because I'll be ADHD, lack of memory. It's a surprise for me too. Don't worry.
Do you remember, or do you need me to whisper you?
I don't remember, and I kind of want to be surprised.
No, I need you to know what it is.
Oh, okay.
So sleepy. Must stay awake.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So be prepared for that. You remember our deal.
I do remember.
Also, just a side note, if it's the same troll that's coming after us this time, Meg does not let it get away again.
Well,
It's going down.
If it gets away, I will tear its throat out.
maybe we should have made you a
Meg was like,
beastkin.
you almost brought me down. You're going down this time. I was being too nice.
Yeah, now we're just gonna go all out. Now is not the time for messing around. This is war.
We still may die.
And we shall win. And if we don't win, I will be very angry, even though I would be dead. My ghost would be very angry.
Also, I got a little bit of ice cream, and now I have a best little buddy friend who also wants ice cream. Hello, friend. Yes,
ice
you are
cream.
tapping my hand. I know.
I have chocolate fudge ice cream in the freezer. Yeah. If it's a normal troll, even if it's just a normal troll, that could still rock us.
Are we thinking it's an undead troll?
I mean, that would be even worse, honestly. Even a normal troll is bad news for anybody who's under level 5. So
The fact that we injured it pretty good last time was a miracle, but we almost died. So.
I really hope that this is the
yeah, the
same
light
one.
should already be on. Okay, I'll come turn it on.
Also,
Be right
I
back.
have a request to make before we begin our combat. Instead of the spell I was going to do, I wanted to do an action instead, but we'll see if that's an option.
That will be an option. What is it?
I want to
Yeah.
throw my caltrops in its path.
That giant troll better be that one that we fought earlier. It must still have the bruises from last time we battled it.
If at all possible.
Bruises? Y'all lit it on fire. And yes, that would be
I left a
possible.
bruise. It's hard.
Trolls don't do bruises. Trolls regenerate.
We are gonna find a way to kill that thing.
Well, I know a way to kill that thing, but I don't know if Herc does.
Forgot, because Herg's kind of an idiot.
No,
We just need.
I
We
just
just
don't
need
think
to
Herg's
muzzle
ever
top the
encountered.
shit out of it.
That's not how trolls work.
What?
Right,
Do
honey?
I need to roll anything
What?
for that?
I said we just need to muzzle top the shit out of it.
Oh, yeah, that might work actually.
And throwing fire at it? Yeah.
Fire usually fixes most problems.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try again. We might catch the grass all on fire, but start a wildfire.
I mean, there are worse ways to die. Anyway, are we all back?
Are there though?
Yes.
I guess we could sell the burn victim thing for sonar then.
You could be eaten by a troll. That's worse.
I don't know if that's worse than burning alive.
Definitely worse.
Let's not find out.
Being eaten limb by limb or torn limb by limb? It just sounds really bad.
Yeah, because you pass out from smoke inhalation for the fire part before you actually start feeling the burns. So yeah, it would be much worse to be eaten by a troll.
Yeah, it's logical.
Better not get
Let's
eaten
not find out.
by the troll, or I'll eat this troll.
I just realized my alms box is a piggy
That's a
bank.
really cool map, Caleb.
Thanks. I set it up in 2 minutes.
Is that square the body that I set up?
That is the trap that you have. It is effectively covering those 2 squares. Because I figured it would be only fair with what's about to happen.
And explains the early break.
He's got a club this time. That's worse.
Yeah. And
Wait, it's got an army?
No, a club.
A club?
so yes, an army. It's totally an army.
Do we have a Hulk?
We are so dead.
I am
and
the
also
Hulk.
the map is
You've got a Herg.
on my screen.
Yeah.
Was no one listening? I said the map was glitching on my screen.
It's not glitching, dear. That light is supposed to be doing that.
It's fire.
I have an army. We have a Horg. Or Herg.
A Horg? Just keeps
Your name is not Horg. I've changed
Yes, it is supposed to do that. That is supposed to do that, dear.
Oh goodness, oh goodness, oh goodness. I'm not looking forward to this.
Right here.
Okay.
Is everybody back and ready?
Yeah!
In which case, coming crashing through the long grasses, you do see a troll brandishing a small tree. And this troll, when it comes stomping into the small clearing where you guys are, it looks horrendously burned.
It's the same troll!
It's got disgusting burn marks and scars all over it. It's got pustules and just blisters from the horrendous burns. And it's just standing there across from the rest of you, just glaring at you across the fire.
Oh,
and
so
it just
looks
grins.
So it looks for round 2, huh?
I just yell over to it. Hey, big boy, you remember how this went the first time?
So Meg, where were you taking your caltrips?
This time, it's not.
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear you.
Like,
where were you tossing your caltrips?
I wanted to try to throw it in his way. I don't think I can throw it that far though. That seems very far. Let's see here. No, stop. Okay, now my boys are getting into trouble. Stop it. Go. Shoo. Okay. Let's see here.
Well, this would have been technically in the minute that it was taking to catch up to you guys as you prepared.
Okay. Well, I would think probably around here somewhere is probably where I would have thrown it, because I would think that it would come kind of straight towards. Well, maybe it would go straight towards the fire, but yeah, something like that.
I doubt it would go towards the
fire. But if it thought we were around here, it might run towards That's still, 10 feet or so away from the fire itself, right?
Yeah, give or take from the center of it. I don't have a token for fire, sadly.
I got you, boo.
So my question is here. I know it sounds silly. So he's not on fire, but he's burned from the last time, correct?
Horribly.
Does that mean he can regenerate still either way?
I don't know. You'll have to find out. I mean, I know. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. I definitely know. But you guys will have to find
Okay,
out.
I was just curious.
Looks like he's ready. Looks
Well,
like he's ready for round 2. This
speaking
time, no retreat. It's gonna be a fair fight. A fight to the death.
roll initiative then.
Oh man, I wish you hadn't said it like that, brother. And
It's the only way to really get to him.
I cannot.
I am
That is
not in
because-
active combat.
There we go. Now we're good. Now you can roll initiative.
Let me make sure I'm clicked on Megda. Make sure. There we go.
Sorry, I was trying to get the music going, and it kept wanting to play the same song that I've been meaning to take out of the playlist because it's not hype song. Oh, he rolled high. Beautiful. Oh man, both the NPCs are going first. Okay.
Oh, so looks like what? So looks like you're bringing your first attack up the table, huh? Let's see how it fares.
Oh dear lord. My child is Sephiroth.
I was just about to start singing that song. It's funny you should say that.
I love how we're in an open field and there's trees.
Shush you.
Just so you know, Sephiroth is in Smash.
I'm just saying it because it's just funny. I like it.
It was the best one I could find on short notice because I changed up the script tonight. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. It's fair.
But Sonar actually reacted a little bit quicker, but they fumbled. They tried taking the longbow off their shoulder, and they're trying to very slowly pull an arrow out of the quiver and knock it, but are just having a hard time with it. You feel like it's been a long time since Sonar has
Am I
drawn about.
exactly gonna be able to move since the map keeps flashing from the gray pit of doom?
Okay, Jason, the
to just
flashing,
random-
dear, the flashing is supposed to happen. Don't worry about it, and you'll be able to
Then
move.
how am I supposed to see the map?
You'll be able to move when it's your turn.
The deer troll is up next, and it just lets loose with a bellow, rears its head back and roars, and then just charges straight into the middle of the group. So 5, 10, 15, and as it gets to there, oh, what the?
Jesus.
He ran through the fire.
Just hurdled the fire.
Does he catch on fire? Where is he going?
I don't know. Apparently, he really wants to get in my trap.
What's going on?
I don't know. We'll find out in a minute, probably. Technical difficulties, probably.
Yes.
If the screen flashing is intentional,
There we
all I want
go.
to do is just see what's going on.
All right, and yeah, he is paying zero attention to the fact that there might be things. He sees his quarry and just comes thundering in, and just he starts tromping on those caltrops. So he is going to make his dexterity saving throw. Hopefully, we'll find out. And he just goes smashing across them, and you can see that they're sticking up in his foot, but it doesn't seem to slow him at all. It does look, you do see a little bit of blood left behind on the ground, but he doesn't seem slowed in the least.
He does not give any of the EFs.
No, and then he keeps stomping forward and just walks right across the fire. Zero fear of it, just smashes his foot down in it, and the embers scatter across the ground, igniting bits of grass. He seems unfazed by the fire.
Well, that's not good.
Oh, great. His skin's hardened.
Oh, looks like you've got some improvements, huh?
He's all
Well,
callous now.
Well, it's not gonna stop us.
Is
And
he
then-
in the fire right now?
Oh yes, he's standing in the fire, well, stomping through the fire.
Well,
And-
with the cow trips, it says that it drops them their speed, so I don't know if that
Oh yes, I'm aware.
impacts it. Okay,
I'm aware.
cool.
And then he's taking his action to dash. And he's just going to come thundering right up in front of you. And yeah, he's not paying attention. He's stepping all in that trap as it snaps.
Oh. What's it do?
Ooh.
It is a hunting trap, correct?
That is correct. The picture actually kind of looks like a bear trap in my inventory.
All right.
Snap. You just got snapped. That
I don't
was
get
incredible.
sick, guys.
And as it's stomping across, it just smashes its foot down on the trap, which claps shut around its foot, and it lets loose a roar. And it's trying to drag its foot out, and it doesn't seem to. It looks like it might be stuck in the trap.
Oh, that's good.
Herg, if you could roll a d4 for me.
Just a regular D4?
Yes, please.
Okie dokie.
Beautiful.
Whee!
Takes 4 points of piercing damage.
That works.
All right. Megda, you're up first.
I was going to do bless, but I'm actually thinking of something else. Okay, question. If
Answer.
I use command,
Daily double.
does it do the action its next turn or this turn?
Considering it has already gone, it would do it on its next turn.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it did it like during my turn.
No.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do command.
All right. Let's see what
And-
we've got.
It gives me the option of an example of grovel, where the target falls prone and ends its turn.
Yes, that is one of the most common uses of it, because an enemy that's prone, you just then have your friends gang up on it like bullies and beat the snot out of it while it's on the ground.
That's my plan.
All right, so is that what we're doing with it?
Yeah, I'm going to point my finger at it and yell, grovel! And I guess I press the die here. Let's do that. Maybe, possibly, I don't know.
Yes, please. All right, so put that back on public roll. We've got
I'm
our command
hoping-
up,
I'm
and
hoping he's not too wise. Yay!
he's not.
Wow.
And you see confusion in its eyes briefly as it's trying to maintain its rage, and it's looking over you, and you see it. But it's not
And
its
I'm
turn
like,
yet.
you heard me.
Wow, that thing is such an idiot. At
Alright.
least it actually put up a fight last time.
Oh dear.
Well, you are up, Spike. What are we doing?
I'm gonna swing my trusty sword at and stab it.
You might want to move around me before you do that.
Sure. But the thing is, I can't exactly see.
I'll move you. Oh, okay, there. Somebody else moved you.
Maybe
no,
you should
I
go to like
actually
the
moved
size chart.
myself from what I actually did see.
Maybe
Okay,
you should
cool.
go to the size chart and back to the field and see if it reloads it for you.
I'm just gonna switch sword now.
Okay.
Swing, bada bada. And your 15 just hits. And you start slicing into this troll. And instead of blood spattering everywhere from the garish burn marks on it, it almost seems like it's cooked flesh that just separates.
Mhm.
Looks
And then-
like we're cooking goblin. Looks like we're cooking troll tonight.
I'm not eating
And
a
then
troll.
almost immediately you see the wound start to stitch itself up, but it stays open. It's almost like it's cauterizing its own flesh now. Anything else for me, Spike?
Am I allowed to do anything extra that's actually of use?
You do have your new action surge now if you want to use that. You can only use it once in this whole fight, but you can do that and it'll let you attack again if you wanted.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right,
Or you
make
can
another
wait till
attack
next
for me.
round when he's prone.
That is an option as well. I was
Not
about to say,
needed.
like, Jesus. No.
Almost.
Almost. Like, what is it with you, Spike, and hitting crits? All right, and it's just you in a almost a frenzy. You're whipping through this thing and just trying to slice it apart, and it's you can see wounds forming that are starting to heal themselves back up, but they're starting to add up.
I will tear your throat out.
My brother.
All right, anything else for me, Spike?
Well, since I don't have any more attacks, then no.
All right, sit loudly.
Actually, you know what? I'll move back.
All right.
Shield me, brother.
Okay, I'm going to take a few feet back because if I try to hit him with my crossbow right now, it's not gonna. Yeah. There's my character not moving.
Are you? Oh, you're on the measure tool.
Thank you.
And as you're taking a few quick steps back, even though it's confused, it seems like the hits that Spike is just devastatingly delivering to this thing kind of break it out of a stupor for a second, and spying movement, it just turns and whips its club out at you.
Shit.
What was it?
He was talking to Sitlani.
That would be a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as the club just slams into you, and it's a tree. It's a decent sized like small tree that this thing just uprooted and has been carrying. Yeah, it kind of hurts a little.
A little.
All right, rest of the turn is yours though.
Nope.
And it's that smack set you off balance, and you're trying to reorient yourself, and you turn and fire, and the bolt just whizzes right past its head. Doest thou have anything else for me?
I'm going to try to get a little further back, if you don't mind.
No, please feel free. I'm not going to stop you. All right. Do you have anything else for me?
No.
All right, Herg, you're up.
All right. Herg is going to scream like a little girl to go into a rage. Ah! He is now raging.
Are you actually mad, or is it that frightened rage again?
It's
I'm pretty sure it's terror rage.
it's terror rage. Yep, that's what's
Come
happening.
on, why can't it be actual anger rage?
Cause that's not how Herg rolls, yo.
I know, but I at least want to see a. I don't want to see it. Look, I
My
I just
character,
wish
my
you
rules.
at least had.
Nope.
Alright then.
I am
No,
going.
I'm not gonna argue.
I'm going to move over here, which I think is still within hits swinging at me range, to kind of shield Sonar and Sitlali's retreat. And then I am going to take a swing at it with my halberd.
Swing, bada, bada. 15 just hits, and you start cleaving into it. And you can see the wounds forming, much like Spike was dealing to it, and almost as quickly it seems to be healing up some of the damage.
Somebody set it on fire! Or holy fire, I don't know what.
Learn so fast on how to kill.
Anything else for me, Herg?
That is it, I do believe, for my turn.
All right, Bucephalus, you're up.
All right. So I would like to move here, and I'm gonna shoot it with my bow.
Fire away.
1 second.
$16, gorgeous. And you take aim, much more confident in your archery skills than Sonar is. You duck backwards, pull out your bow, knock an arrow and fire in one fluid motion, and the arrow just sinks into this thing's side. And it just lets loose on a howl as attacks start raining in from all sides. It's starting to look pretty hurt. All right, anything else for me, Busey?
The only thing I would do is yell over to Sonar and be like, hey, fall in or at least stay close to somebody so we can cover you. But other than that, that's all I got.
All right. And Sonar just turns, looks at you really quick, and looks back and, cursed beast, and is going to use their dreadful glare on the troll. All right. DC 11 Wisdom saving throw. Let's see what this troll's got.
Oh,
Doesn't seem terribly frightened of a mummy, and it stares right back at it. And I think it's partially because it's full of rage and anger, but it's also still confused because you can see the magic that Magda had cast start to take hold, and it's fighting, but it gets down on its knees and puts its face in the dirt and seems to just put itself there. And it is now prone. Magda, you're up.
I'm gonna do this.
Well,
Oh my gosh!
well, nice shot.
You know, it actually makes me a little bit glad that it's prone. Technically, you would not have advantage because of ranged.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it had to be. Do I have to be further back?
No,
No.
it's when something is prone, it is harder to hit at range.
Oh.
Because it is more flush with the ground. And especially in this case, there's grasses around, which, yes, they're being flattened and stuff, but they're springing back up a little bit, and it's distorting its image a bit, especially with the flickering firelight in the night. I mean, no, that 19 still hits it like a truck. But yeah. No, it's melee attacks get disadvantage on something that is prone.
Oh, okay.
Of course,
Well, I could have done another one, but I figured I would do this one and stay kind of further back.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to go over here if that's okay.
Yeah, that seems to be just fine. Like, it doesn't look like it's like you can see it fighting the magic that you imposed on it, but otherwise, it seems stuck. All right. Anything else, Magda?
Now, let me just take one more step back.
Probably safer that way. All right, Spike, you're up.
I'm gonna continue slashing at it.
All right, let's keep slashing then.
Oh my god!
Christ, what is with you? Okay.
My child
Okay.
is the embodying spirit of all murder hobos on this gosh forsaken earth.
Yeah, this troll is like this thing. Its head is hunched before you. You just start aiming for vital spots, and you are hacking away at that like a frenzied lumberjack. Like, oh my god.
Didn't even need the advantage the guiding bolt gave it. Or prone.
Or the fact that it's prone. Like, what the hell? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I see how all future fights are gonna go now. And I'll give you guys a sneak preview after the troll. Anything else for me? Right? I'm gonna keep you guys at level 2, and you're gonna be fighting like 3 T-Rexes. That's how it's gonna be from now on.
Oh gosh!
That is a fair playing field.
It's fine. I'm gonna have my pet megalodon. We're gonna be okay.
Anything else for me, Spike?
I'm gonna move back a little since I can't attack again.
All right. Well, it's going to try and hit you with its club again.
And
We're
do
gonna
that
see how
while
well
they're
this
prone?
goes. Yes, they just have disadvantage.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter.
That's a pair of 19s. So you just slam your sword down into the back of this thing, and as you're trying to quick step back, it's almost like you know when you're at the doctor's and you have your knee hit by that little hammer thing to jerk reflex. It's kind of like what happens here, except it's a tree flying into your chest. So you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Then that means I have 4 hit points left.
I think you have a thing.
Yeah.
I think you have a thing you can use for your bonus action that might help with that.
Can I do it?
Yeah, do it. Second wind.
Mm-hmm. It'll help you get some health back.
There you go. All right, so -8. You'll be at 10 hit points then.
Jeez, who put Vegeta on our party?
Vegeta has been within him all along.
All right. Well,
That makes
Sid
her
Lolly, you're up.
Is Jason in my line of fire or no?
No.
Troll's taller than everybody here.
No, it is still prone, so at range it will be at disadvantage.
Okay. I'll try.
I
All
say you
right.
could also try preparing a fire bolt for when it stands back up.
Ah!
Hey, 15 hits. And right near the devastating hit that Spike just inflicted on it, your bolt just sinks in halfway up to the fletching, and this thing is just howling in pain into the ground.
Oh, poor thing.
That's what you get, you cursed beast!
All right, anything else for me, Sitlali?
No, I'm feel better now.
Good. You know, it's like beating on a stress relief ball. Herg, you're up.
All right. I am going to move back 1 square, and my halberd has reach, so I can still hit him from here, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And I'm going to swing while yelling wildly, as I normally do. Ah!
Oh.
And you're yelling wildly, and this thing's just convulsing almost, trying to break free of the magic that Magda imposed upon it. And it twitches out of the way just enough that when you swing, it just you cut off a couple of scraggly hairs. Sadly, did not hit.
With the rest of my movement, can I go 5 over to the fire and stick
Yes.
one of my torches inside of it as a bonus action?
Sure.
I do that.
All right. And Busey, you're up.
Hmm. Second.
Whew. That was close.
Good thing it was prone. Maybe. And you see it starting to stand back up as the magic on it begins to fade, and you sink another arrow in right next to the same one that you did, and it's just like right where you expect the heart would be, and it's sinking in, and you see the troll start to stagger a little, and you see it just turn and start trying to swing out wildly at almost anything near it. Anything else from you see?
Can I use my surge and shoot it again?
You most certainly could. And this time, even though it's not quite fully up yet, and it's starting to swing out around, and it's turning and twisting, and the arrow just whizzes right past it.
I missed with a 19?
You missed with a 7. Disadvantage because it was prone.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
Nobody's protecting Sonar.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Give me a minute.
Sonar hasn't managed to hit it yet. The troll might not care about Sonar as much as the rest of us.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here.
All right, top of the next round. Sonar is just glaring at this beast. Cretin, crawl back into the cave you came from. And we're gonna try Dreadful Glare once more.
Yeah.
That is an absolutely epic fail. So not only is it frightened of Sonar, it is also paralyzed. And then Sonar's just going to stumble in, raising a fist. And...
What the fuck?
Woo!
With a 22, that is an auto crit, because it is paralyzed in melee, so Sonar does like 30 points of damage to it.
Glad we didn't fight Sonar.
And just as the troll starts trying to run away from it, and Sonar's just staring deep into its eyes, and the trap that's trapped around its foot pulls taut, and the creature starts to stumble, but then its muscles lock, and it starts to tip backwards, just eyes going straight up into the sky as it's paralyzed. And Sonar just, I can't say dashes in because talking about a very slow moving mummy here, but just very calmly walks up to it and with one bony hand just kind of slaps it across the face, and you just hear it snap as
Hey,
the neck breaks, and it just falls.
Oh,
considering it's my companion, can I yell something out in response to that? So Bucephalus just goes, "Yeah, what a woman!"
are we still in initiative?
No, that's one dead troll. You guys are out of initiative.
I'd like to light the troll on fire.
And
Yes, light it on fire and send it back to hell where it belongs.
Or you could just move it into the fire.
I don't think I can drag a big thing like that. Anyway, light it on fire. Light it on fire.
And you take your lit torch and you start putting it out to the body, and it's not catching.
Oh, that's not good.
I see it. I see her coming over with fire. I immediately just pick Sana up and drag back here.
Oh, indeed, I should probably not stand near something about to be lit on fire. Yes.
You guys, it doesn't burn. Aren't trolls supposed to burn? This is very not cool.
And in fact, one of the feet just kind of droops and is sitting almost like right in the fire, and you don't see it catching.
Hey, Spike, cut that thing's head off.
Cutting the head off isn't gonna do much if it's not gonna burn.
Yeah, well, I'd gladly do it with pleasure.
Well,
okay, but it's still gonna grow back.
Take that thing's.
It'll still be dead anyway.
No, it won't. Heart? That's not gonna help. It needs.
Hey, it's fine. We take its head and we get the heck out of here.
No, do not take that with us. That is a bad idea. That is not a thing.
I didn't mean literally take his head. I mean decapitate it and let's move.
Okay, trolls, they come back. If you don't burn them, they come back, and it's not burning, and that's not good.
Hold on, Sana. I understand. But it's going to take time to regenerate. And it's time for us to get the heck out of here.
I'm gonna leave my trap on it. I can buy a new trap. Buy a new trap later.
I pick Sonar back up.
Oh.
I think since it didn't fully regenerate and already had enough burns, it was probably powered by its damage.
I don't know, but it not burning is a bad thing, and that's not cool. As I move away from it, I'd like to try and do some kind of check to see why it's not burning.
Make a medicine check for me.
Hey, Caleb, did it drop anything by any chance or anything like that?
Dropped its tree.
Okay.
Nope. I have no idea. I am not familiar with troll anatomy.
Yeah, I mean, this thing it was already horrendously covered in burn marks and scars and like boils and blisters from having been burned horrendously a couple nights previous. Your best guess, maybe because it was already burned, it can't be burned again?
Well, that's super weird. Let's get out of here quickly.
Hey,
and yes, Magda, please do.
Hey, hang on. Can we skin this thing?
No! Do not skin a troll. They can regrow from even just one tiny severed finger. Do not bring any part of that with us.
Alright, fine.
Gosh.
Let me see how many, because I can't do more than half their health, I believe is what it said. Let me see. So, Sit, how much is half your health?
7.
Okay, so I give you 7, and I give Herg.
Herg needs nothing.
I mean, not Herg. I'm sorry, Spike 3. Because Spike also had some recovery.
All right, and you present your holy symbol and mutter a few words in prayer, and healing energy flows out. And it's the bruises from the only 2 club attacks it was actually able to get off that entire time. Um, Start to heal up a bit, and you feel a little bit better. Still sore because it's yeah, it's a troll and it was a tree.
Thank you, Mick.
Otherwise, we got a burning fire. We got a troll that doesn't want to burn with his foot caught in a trap. What are we doing?
Let's
Can we get out of
run.
here, please?
Yep. What she said. Let's go, 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 and not stop until we're behind a castle wall.
I mean, one other
Fine,
idea
then.
would be that we could kind of like tie him up and bury him. You would have a hard time getting out of that.
It would take a long time to do that, and it could come back before then. We should run.
True.
See you around, Mr. Troll. You'll probably be dead by then.
And 4 years
Hopefully he's
from
dead
now, the
now.
troll comes back for revenge.
Alright, so I'm still carrying Sonar, but
Dungeons and
get my way over to the
Dinosaurs,
group here.
the movie. Troll comes back for revenge.
Oh dear Lord.
Lost
Okay.
in New York.
All right, my dear party. So, what are we doing? Are we bedding down for the evening? I assume not. I assume we're going to put some distance in between it. In which case, how much distance?
Running.
A lot of distance.
All the distance.
Are
We
we
can
just
go
going to
the
go for like
distance.
another hour of quick travel?
Yeah, that's fine.
We're looking for castle walls.
No, I guess I shouldn't do the thing that's only good for a minute. Never mind.
Yeah, bless wouldn't really help much here, sadly.
You know, that might have been the quickest we've ever beat a boss.
Say, I have
that a boss?
question.
The troll.
This
Trolls
was a
are
boss?
always trolls are always bosses.
I have a question.
I might have an answer. What's up?
Are you allowed to be a cyborg in Dungeons and Dragons?
There are such things as Warforged. I will
Is
just
that
leave
a
that open.
cyborg?
I'll explain it to you later, baby.
Hey, Caleb,
What?
you add
Yes?
the Terminator theme to the playlist, please?
No.
We'll see.
Considering we're streaming, that might be get you a DMCA striked.
Probably.
Probably. So if we are going for another hour of quick travel, I will need Constitution saving throws from everybody.
The only other thing I could potentially do is to detect magic on it, but I don't think it's worth it.
Let
Probably
this
not.
go better.
Nope.
I'm good at this. Don't fail me now.
Oh wait, was I supposed to roll?
Yep, Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
Nope.
Hopefully that's good enough to just maintain 1 point, I hope.
In fact, it is. As you guys are plowing on through the night, putting distance between you and the body of a burned but not burning troll, it's you are starting to feel the exhaustion kick in, each of you. Not only Sitlali gets an exhaustion point this go around, but it's starting to take its toll, especially after the small stop when you normally would have been passing out, and then you had this very brief and chaotic fight, and now you're trying to run on through the night. It's starting to drag. But you guys are a few miles closer to your destination. So, are we just going to keep running, or?
I want to sleep. Please.
You can get on my back and I'll carry you like Sonar's getting from Bucephalus.
No, thank you. I'll keep running.
All right, if we are continuing the run, more con saving throws, please. The DC will be a little bit harder this time.
Oh, thank goodness.
Wait, we off to roll again?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Is it the same thing?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
It's worse than last time.
But still enough, Spike. And this time, Magda, you're starting to flag, even with your heritage and just the natural strength that gives you. You're feeling the night's activity starting to drag you down, and this time you gain a point of exhaustion.
Sid Lolly feels rejuvenated.
Moderately, but it's still, we're pushing what, like 11:30 midnight at this point. You guys know that if you were to keep going for a couple of hours more, you might be able to make Dragonspear Castle before dawn. But are we continuing the run?
Y'all, we might want to chill for a minute. This is only going to get harder on us. I know we got to get there fast, but if we're all wiped out and then we got to fight something again, we might have a problem.
I'll leave it up to the rest of you. I can keep going, but if the rest of you want to sleep, that's up to you.
I think it'd be best if we slept for just a little bit.
All right, who's gonna be on watch?
As I do not need to sleep, I can keep watch.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Do we want to just rest for a short time or a long time?
Well, if she'll need to sleep, what if if Sonar's okay with it, she could just take the whole watch. We could all sleep at one time, take less sleep than we normally would, and then get going.
If it's a long rest, it would still be the same amount of time, about 8 hours.
Oh, okay. At least we don't have to rotate a watch, so at least we can all rest consecutively.
Yeah, and if we don't put up the tents or anything, if we just kind of sleep where we lie, then let's clean up tomorrow morning and we can start out earlier.
Yeah. I think that's a solid plan.
Okay, cool. Herg plants himself face down and ends his turn.
Nice.
That was good.
Sitlali's gonna make a nice grass bed.
I guess I'll just take my hat off and why am I speaking character? Take my hat off and put my head in my hat and just go to sleep.
As you guys are passing out, sun not quite looming over the horizon, you guys just see Sana just stand there, just kind of looking around. None the worse for wear. But we all pass out and take a long rest. Which, given when we're falling asleep, you guys will be waking up. Oh, dear Busey, you will only need 4 hours of meditation. So you will be awake halfway through that. The rest of you will be waking up somewhere around 8, 9 in the morning.
Does that clear my exhaustion point?
Yes, anyone that has an exhaustion point, because we are taking a full long rest with no interruptions, that will clear the exhaustion that you folks accrued. And you awake not quite like fully refreshed the next day. You all feel like crap for running through the night like you did, and then Spike and Sitlali, both of you just have massive bruises covering parts of your body. Like Spike, you can feel it in your midriff. It almost feels like you've got like 17 broken ribs. You ache.
I'm assuming mine's like a hole across my whole body.
Well worth it for killing that goblin.
I mean troll.
Ah, well, at least my fur pretty much covers it.
I believe the phrase used to be, "Rise and greet the world." Yes.
Something like that.
Herg sits up and groggily nibbles on some dry rations. Alright, who's ready to run?
Oh.
I'm
All right. Well, the Boo Boo taxi service is back in action.
Did you want me to try carrying her for a little while, or Miss Sonar? Did you want me to carry you for a little bit? I don't want Boo Boo to have to carry. If he doesn't want to do the whole way, you did a lot yesterday.
I mean, if we are not terribly far from our destination, I would not mind just walking myself.
Oh, I thought we were gonna run again.
Wait, we might be running again.
Wait, how far are we?
At this point, you guys are at a fast pace, only about 2 hours from the castle.
Oh, okay.
If you're at a medium pace, about 2.5, maybe 3 hours.
I think we could go at a medium pace.
Okay.
But yeah, especially if it's a medium pace, it would not be necessary to carry Sonar to keep up. She would be walking alongside just fine in that case.
Okay.
Alright. If we're going medium pace, can I, with my survival expertise, collect long grasses and attempt to weave them into a straw hat, much like my own, but with a really wide, droopy brim?
Well, you wouldn't even need to. Hey, there's plenty of long grasses around to just kind of pluck as you're walking and weave them together.
I make the nicest floppy sun hat that I can. It kind of shields Sonar's face from view, and exchange it for the beanie that I had previously given them, because this will have much more coverage for disguise.
Oh, thank you, I suppose.
Hey, is it possible? I mean, considering Bucephalus ran the whole time with someone on his back, probably burned all kinds of calories. He's gonna eat one of his rations on the go if that's doable.
Yeah, it's certainly doable.
We'll buy Sonar some nice clothes when we get back.
Yep, that sounds like a good plan.
I would appreciate it.
What color does Sonar? What color do you like?
I do not remember. I'm sorry.
I think a nice shade of maroon or purple would look nice.
Purple.
Oh, there were
always
so
looks
many
nice.
different things of all different colors. You'd have lots of things to choose from. You can choose whichever one you like.
I will see what strikes my fancy then. As you folks are just walking and talking, you do see the castle loom in the distance, perched up on its hillock overseeing the general area. It's just a nice bright day. You guys get there just before noon, sun shining high in the sky. You can see the gates already wide open. You can see people walking along the battlements. It's a nice fine day.
Praise be to Lathander, we're finally back.
I look over my shoulder to make sure the troll isn't following us.
Perception check.
Nope, not there.
No idea.
Yeah, you're only seeing you see some vultures high in the sky a ways off, back behind you guys. Otherwise, you're just seeing the gentle swaying of plainsland grasses. You're seeing the gentlemen and quite likely gentlewomen as well walking battlements. In fact, you see a rather striking figure standing in the gateway. You do, even at this distance, you can recognize it. It's just Aura as Sir Istival. And pretty sure he notices because you see the figure raise their hand and wave in your direction.
Hi.
Yeah, you're pretty sure the hello didn't make it to him. You guys are pretty far off. But it only takes you a few minutes to get up there. And you can see Sir Istival just kind of standing there. And as you get closer, he's like, aha! Success, I'm guessing. Yeah?
Yes. We almost got eaten by a troll, though. And rescued a bird victim.
Oh, indeed. Well, it is a pleasure. If you would like, we could see if our medics could attend to that.
No, we've got Meg here. She's really good at that.
Well, indeed. So be it then. I will not get in the way. Um, but I take it everything was successful, yes?
Well, only one way to find out, but we think so, maybe.
I kind of just clutch my moon hand and move it slowly to my pocket.
Is it still glowing?
Yeah, that's the
Probably.
question. Is it still glowing?
Forever.
In the bright sun, you can't see it glow. It does look a little like it has a silvery sheen to it, but it doesn't seem to be giving off light in the natural sun. Almost like overhead is a bit too bright for it.
His new name is Boo Boo Moonfinger.
Is that an alternative way to flick someone off? Is to give them a moon finger?
Apparently it is now.
It is now. Also, Migda also just kind of wants to mention to Mr. Istebal, oh, by the way, that troll we did see earlier here, we're pretty sure it's dead because it kind of has a broken neck and everything, but unfortunately it was fireproof, so just keep an eye out for that.
Oh yeah, there was a fireproof troll.
Oh. All right. We will certainly keep our eyes out then. That is worrisome.
We tried to burn it after we killed it, but it wouldn't burn. If it's walking around with a trap on its leg, yeah, that's mine.
I will keep my eyes peeled then. That is troublesome indeed. I'll have my patrols keep sharp lookout for it. Sorry. But
Hey, quick question for you. Do we know, is Miss Sylvain still alive?
That is.
That is quite the question. What prompts you to ask that?
Well, I mean, our whole job was to try and save her.
Well, shouldn't we go to her house and ask that instead of...
Well, yeah, but I don't like. I'm not a big fan of surprises.
Well,
that would make two of us, except I'm not quite sure how I would get word out here if she were to have died.
Well, fair. Okay.
Also,
we would like to go back, please.
She arranged for us to be paid whether she was alive or not. Remember, we signed a thing.
Can we go back, please?
Yes.
Hey, I'm aware of that, but hey, believe it or not, I was actually trying to be considerate this time.
By asking a guy
start walking towards the teleportation room.
By asking a guy if his friend is dead, I'm with them. I walk after them.
What'd I say? What?
And he just, Istebal just ignores you and goes over to Sonar and just kind of bows before her. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss... Oh. Sonar, please. Miss Sonar, indeed. Well, I hope that your stay with these folks is eventful. And he just gestures for her to follow the rest of you folks. And she just kind of awkwardly nods and walks past and catches up with you guys.
I hope this teleportation circle can handle when we're individual going back. I guess we didn't think of that.
I think that mages use these things and power them up all the time. They're kind of rich people teleport things, so I think they have to keep them in working order. This is probably one of the only times we'll ever get to use one of these things, because
she's going to fall down. I just realized that.
What?
When she teleports.
I mean, if she doesn't make the deck save.
No, she might fall.
Right?
Say what?
I don't know.
I'm not sure what we're talking about, actually. Legitimately.
The deck save for getting through the portal, I think.
let's go.
Yep.
I was gonna say, did I make you guys do a deck save last time?
Yes, you did.
Yep.
I sure as heck don't remember. This is terrible.
I think it was probably because it was our first time going through a portal. Though.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
But given that she's undead, I don't think she'd be too affected by it. Maybe. I don't remember why I had you make the deck save. This is actually
I
horrible.
think it was because
We were going in one of
at the same place, like, and didn't move.
Yeah, I think it was because we were all going through the same portal like pretty quickly after one another.
That would make sense. But you guys know better this time around, right? We know better.
Herg runs through the portal.
Sure.
All right, and Istival is just like, well, good luck, and it cuts off right as you all run through. And
First of all, that's cut off.
it's strange. Even though you've done it once already, running back through a teleportation circle, it's not like there's this intermediate time where you can actually feel a presence and count time and whatnot. It's like stepping through a door. And just in 1 second, you're in one spot, and in another second, you're in another spot. But it's still incredibly disorienting that it just suddenly shifts. But you guys are back in Syndra's house with her teleportation circle. We're going to activate that. And hopefully things are going to work. Or did I do the wrong map? No, I didn't. There we go. All right, let's turn off the wind. Let's turn off the birds. We don't have birds in a city. And.
What kind of city are you?
There's pigeons.
Can you turn off the flashing as well?
You mean rodents with wings? And I don't know what flashing you're talking about.
The flashing should be off by now.
I mean the map keeps flashing in front of me. Like 1 second it's there and 1 second it's not.
That sounds like an actual connection issue.
Are you
talking about this whole time?
Okay.
Refreshing fixed that for me.
Yeah, hit reload.
What do you mean? You mean the refresh button?
Yes, the refresh button, dear. As soon as we get inside the house, I move off of the teleportation circle to give more people room.
Yeah, I assume we're more cognizant of it this go around. We know better. And there's just a slight pressure change. You can feel your ears pop a little when you folks are stepping out. But otherwise, it's dimly lit room. It looks like it is indeed Miss Syndra Sylvain's laboratory, where she conducts magical experiments and has her own teleportation circle. And you guys are alone. You can see the door, and it's locked. Well, I actually don't know if it's locked. It is closed. I don't know why I said locked.
I go to open the door.
And it opens, because it wasn't actually locked, which is why I don't know why I said locked.
Because usually doors are locked.
Usually, I think it's a force of habit. When I close a door, I usually lock it if I can.
Yeah, same.
Herg is gonna call out, like, loudly, "Hello, we're back from the forest of the dead things, and we found things. Is anybody home?"
A few seconds go by. No response. And then you hear a slight shuffling. And then you actually see coming down the hallway a very heavily robed figure. And judging by the gait and the pace, it's probably Syndra. Ah, welcome. My intrepid adventurers return.
So glad to see you're still with us here. That's fantastic.
I'll be dang, you made it.
Helpful.
You're so insensitive, I swear.
I was happy she's alive. How much more sensitive could I be?
A lot.
If I did not know better, I would assume you was hoping I was going to die.
Ma'am, absolutely not. I just risked my life in the hopes that you would stay alive.
Well, I'm glad that you came back in one piece then. Please, follow me to my study. Man, I'm doing two characters with the same voice. This is horrible.
One of them is a little bit. One of them is a little bit less scratchy than the other.
Yeah.
Once Sonar gets some water and some cough drops, you can change it up.
This should be fine.
Just need to put oil down her throat.
Wait, can she consume stuff? That's my question.
We just get some like Vicks Vapo Rub, and so it's like, oh well, hello.
That's a question for Sives. We can take her to Sives, and Sives can do a mechanical internal tune-up. They're good with dead things.
Yes, well, here's your vocal cords are worn out a little bit. Let me replace them.
Do you mean you're mechanizing?
So we're making the Borg, right?
Resistance is futile.
Thank you.
When we get into the study, Herg is going to choose a corner and not sit on any of the nice furniture with his slimy covered self. He's going to choose some form of corner, let the rest of them do the talking, and concentrate on trying to unattune from this ring that's on his finger.
And, well, your clothing at this point, it's dry and caked. It's not so much slimy anymore as it is just, it's still a little tacky, but it's mostly dry.
Cool.
And Megda's just kind of pulling out the books and stuff that they found. And was like, hopefully one of these is the one that you were looking for. I was putting them on her desk.
Indeed. Let's... And you see, like an eager rubbing of the hands. Let us see what we have. And, dear Herg, was it of the sword steels?
Yes, ma'am. I've got a ring. It takes a bit to get off. I'll give it to you in a minute, but I think it might really help you. It really made me feel like super good. It'll probably make you feel like super good, but it's just gonna take a minute to get off.
And as you're focusing on that, and it's actually only like a few seconds, then just you focus about it just coming off, and then comes right off.
Here you go. It feels really weird when you take hold of it first. It is beating to the same beat of your heartbeat. That is true. I already had it on and nothing bad happened to me, but I did stay up like an entire night the first time I wore it. But it might make you feel like a lot better.
Indeed, I shall be wary of this then. How do you feel now?
How do I feel now?
And it's you're feeling all right. A few seconds later, it's like you just stayed up an entire night running from a troll.
I feel like I'm gonna take a nap in that corner. Good night.
Thud.
Trolls up in front of the
so
fire.
that was giving Herg some energy, huh?
Yep.
Well, I will be doubly careful with this now. And what else do we have here? This is most intriguing. Books aplenty and I assume magical ring. Do we already have any idea of what any of this is?
Did I know what
I found a book on let's see here. It looks like it's on the side. It says Venta Toast. So I'm guessing this one's a cookbook. This one here, Wizards in the Hollow. Let's see here. This one's the Mysteries of the Faerim. Oh, that one sounds exciting. Was that the one that you were reading there, Boo Boo? This one looks interesting. There's the Magical Wonders of the Netheril, a Lost Scroll of Sabriel, and this one doesn't have a name on it. It's well, I guess it doesn't just have a name. It's kind of mysterious here, and it looks like it might have some arcane things going on. So you might find this one interesting.
Indeed. These are quite intriguing, and these look to be old. Perhaps from the great empire of Netheril. This is astounding. All right, well, this is more than I could have hoped for. Oh, where are my manners? And where is my voice? Oh my god. Please, take a seat and allow me to fetch your payment. You've brought me more than enough.
Well, hopefully something in here helps you. If it's that ring or one of these books, hopefully something's gonna help you out there.
When I attuned to it, did Herc find out exactly what the name of the ring was, or just what it could do?
Mostly what it could do, and you get the sense that it's. I mean, yes, it was a ring of regeneration. You could glean that much from it. Outside of naming it yourself, technically, it did not have a name.
Okay. Well, then Herc already told her everything that he knows about the ring.
I mean, Magda can tell her that she detected. Let's see, what was it? Give me a second here. Transmutation, evocation, and life energy.
It's a ring that gives unnaturally long life.
No, it's a ring that heals you for, I believe it's 1d6 every 10 minutes.
It's going over your head there. I'm making the Lord of the Rings reference.
Also, random question that I had during the book giving section. Did Boo Boo learn anything reading that book in the tower?
Yeah, I was reading that for a while. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, you would have been. Which book was it again?
I think it was Mysteries of the Faerun. It had to do with history.
I think it was that one, yeah.
Or maybe it was Wizards. What is it?
Hold on. I don't know if I put it in my notes.
I remember it being the Faerun one.
Give me a second. I wrote it down probably. Let's see.
Yeah, I did not write that down.
Give me a moment. Let's see. You wanted Wizards of the Hollow.
Okay.
Okay. In which case, make an intelligence check for me, Busey.
I can do that.
And I think Sitlali was helping him read it at one point, right? So maybe it's with advantage. I don't know. I don't know if she could really help, though. I don't know if she knows Elvish.
I do know Elvish.
All right, then maybe she helped a little.
She did help a little. So, Wizards in the Hollow, it is, as it states in the thing, a very dull and plodding story. The Netherese Empire was birthed quite a few thousand years ago, in the neighborhood of a good 7 or 8 millennia. So far back, in fact, that there is, at least to general knowledge, no living being today that was alive during that time period. But from all accounts, they just started off as a tribe of humans in the region that is today known as the Sword Coast. They lived simple lives, mostly fishermen and farmers, until elves from overseas, known as the Illafarn, came and taught them magic. And being human, or at least human-esque, they kind of took that and ran. But it wasn't until they discovered the Nether Scrolls that their knowledge and power really took off, and that's where they developed the name for their empire after that, as the Netherrealm, those of the Nether Scrolls. And it taught them a system of magic that was far beyond anything else that was conceived of at the time outside of knowledge of the gods. In fact, it was practically on par with that. And this magic really helped them cement their empire throughout the entirety of the Sword Coast, the Savage North, the far north, and even as far south in places as Kalimshan and as far east as the Anarok Desert. Which throughout that entire time, they did battle with orc tribes and goblinoids. And towards the end of their reign, with fantastical creatures known as the Pharaoh. And that's the general gist that you get out of that book from what you've been able to read of it so far.
So, with this new information, I asked Sonarm, hey, well, do you know if this was around your time, or was this before or after?
This was quite a long time before.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you were here when we she said she was about, what was it, 800 years she's been asleep.
Mm,
Like
Give or
I don't
take.
think I was there for that.
Yeah, I don't think you were here for that. Yeah, it looks like that was when we dressed her up. So yep.
You guys, especially from that book, you would know that the end of the Netheril Empire was about 3,000 years ago.
Okay.
Oh, whenever she comes back with her money, Herg would like to tell her about the other people who were searching for things inside the ruins that we almost encountered but didn't.
All right. And she does come back and hauling in a very healthy pouch of, by pouch, I mean she is struggling to carry this entire bag of gold.
I don't need you to hurt yourself there.
Oh no, please, this is the least of what I can do for you folks for bringing this to me. And someone, please roll a. No, someone just roll a d20 for me, please.
I was going to say, anybody or all of us?
I am not taking yours, Cat. I will happily take Herc's 15. I am sorry, Cat.
Yeah.
Wait, does everybody have to roll?
No.
Nope, I just took the first one.
Just
and
making sure. I'm getting kind of tired.
which, yes, we are about to end. I was making sure that you guys were getting paid. She just sets the bag down with a thunk and opens it, and it's almost like there's this natural glow coming up off of the gold. And you guys are taking a look at it. It is a lot of gold.
Oh, that's a lot of gold.
Mama mia.
In fact,
Give me.
you suspect it might be more than was promised in that contract.
No, nothing and take it.
Miss Sandra, are you sure this is a lot more, I think, than what you said you were going to give us?
You may have well saved my life and given me knowledge from an age long past. In fact, I'm hoping that some of this will also secure your services yet again.
Oh, sure, I'm up for it.
Oh, yes, much obliged.
Dude, what if it was an accident? We could have just taken it.
I don't play like that. Anyway.
So, Miss Indra, I don't know if you happen to need any of these things. We also happen to come across some giant snake fangs and giant snake eyeballs. Not sure if it's something you might need at some point.
That is not in my wheelhouse at the moment, no.
I'll be right back, guys. Hold on a second.
You're good.
Thought I would ask.
She's yelling at her cat.
Oh, that's ironic.
I could hear it from the bedroom.
Sure, what's the service that you need?
I would like to see if we can find more such places of knowledge or power. Far, far from here, though.
Sure, I'm up for it.
And through the cowl that's still over her face, you see a bit of a light smile. It would be quite dangerous. It is in a land far to the south of here.
Well, I mean, we already almost got killed by a fireproof troll. How much worse could it get? Said Herg's famous last words.
Herg, I've
Can we-
said
are we-
this
wait,
once
wait.
and I'll say it again. And not as rude this time. You are not the brightest.
I know.
Wait, are we going on an adventure immediately, or are we relaxing for a little bit? I'm a little confused. Sorry.
That hasn't been
I took
discussed
that
yet.
back. Oh, okay.
I think if we are going to be traveling somewhere, I think we should get some supplies.
Yeah, we need at least like maybe a day or two to relax and recover.
I would not disagree with that. But tell me, have any of you heard of the land of Chult? And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Find out what
How much
happens next
did we all
time
get?
on Sonic
Or
X.
we didn't calculate that?
I hadn't said the number yet, but out of game, because I'm an idiot quite often, and I forgot to write down the number. So I made up a number, and you guys did really freaking well. And with that dice roll, I think I'm probably, I hope I'm overshooting at least, but all told, it came to about 5,000 gold.
A piece
Jesus.
or
Oh my gosh. Okay.
is that a piece or is that total?
That's total.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So if you were to
So-
divvy it up per person, it'd be 1,000 apiece.
Sweet.
Okay, so we all get 1,000 gold. Got it.
I'll get 1,000 gold.
That's a lot of gold.
Well,
I'm almost at my capacity weight.
Yeah, we're ignoring that. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
thank you guys for tuning in to watch us this week. You can catch the action next week, same time, same place, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can catch the rest of us on Friday at Kat. Is it still 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, or are we doing 10 p.m. this week?
9's fine.
Okay, just double checking. Wasn't sure
Yep.
if your hours had changed yet. So 9
Not
p.m.
yet.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Friday for Dragons Also Maybe Dungeons. And thank you all for watching. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.